Coming up on MCTV this week, learn why you need to become a more proper eater and a classic creature comes to life. This week starts now. Hello and welcome to MCTV this week. For Alistair Ramsey, I'm Tori Philbin. Last Thursday, the Wackerly Center held a dinner to help messy eaters become less messy. Students gathered in the CSB for a meal, teaching them where to place silverware, how to hold drink glasses, break bread, and other dinner etiquette students could use for professional interviews or meetings.
When you have self-control and self-respect, and it becomes naturally, then you can focus on building that relationship with others. As I mentioned to the students this evening, 85% of their success in life, whether it be personal or professional, is going to be based on their ability to build relationships.
If you missed the etiquette dinner, you can stop by the Wackerly Center for more career etiquette information.
Frankenstein was brought to life this past weekend. Monmouth College's theater department premiered Mary Shelley's Frankenstein at the Fusion Theater last Thursday night. The classic tale was modernized, turning the monster into an android. Preparation since August, the show sold out almost every night.
Just seeing it all come together, you know, because it all started out with just scripts in hand, meandering around the stage, to this with costumes and makeup and lights and sound and everything that's crazy and awesome. So.
The theater's department next production will be student-directed one-acts, debuting November 22nd. Last Wednesday, Blue Key Honor Society put on Breast Fest to showcase the talents of Monmouth College student and faculty for a good cause. Breast Fest is an annual talent showcase organized to raise money and awareness for breast cancer. Including students and faculty, the show included talents ranging from spoken word poetry to singing to harmonica playing and even step dancing. Monmouth Professor Richard Johnson shared his own personal story of cancer survival, followed by harmonica medley.
Breast Fest is a talent show that we put on for breast cancer awareness, and it's just something that Blue Key's always been a part of, and we try our best to put on a good show to raise money for this this event. Usually it's in October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so we like to keep that theme and keep the money going to breast cancer awareness.
All the money raised at the event will go to the Susan G. Komen Foundation.
Taking a look at some events on campus this week. What can you learn from the midterm election? Find out at the Midwest Matters Post-Election Forum tonight at 7 in the Morgan Room. ASAP hosts an after-hours event tonight. Come to Scotland Yard at 9 to find out the activities. And support your fellow classmates at ASAP's annual Monmouth's Got Talent on Friday at 7 p.m. in the Dahl Chapel.
Coming up in sports, Monmouth looked to keep the bronze turkey against Knox. Highlights next. That was one. The Fighting Scots football team took their 16th consecutive win against the Knox College Prairie Fire last Saturday. Senior Day was successful for the Scots, holding the Prairie Fire to a total of 178 yards for the game. C.J. Shields scored the first touchdown after an incomplete pass in the beginning of the second quarter, and Prairie Fire's Armand Strickland blocked the kick and ran it all the way back for a touchdown, or for a two-point conversion rather, Knox's only 2 points of the game. Running back Trent Raines scored the second touchdown for the Scots midway through the second quarter. A few more touchdowns later from Alec Dutko, Keyshawn Young, and Easton Shaber earned Monmouth a 33-2 win. Holding the number 2 spot in the South Division, the Scots will host Carroll this Saturday as a part of Midwest Conference Championship Week. And last week, we took a look at the men's basketball team as their season approaches this weekend. But this week, let's take a look at this year's women's basketball team.
Winning is a word the Scots are used to. Since 2008, they haven't finished outside the top 4 in the Midwest Conference. This year may present more challenges than most. The Scots graduated 5th all-time scorer Marla Willard, while former head coach Melissa Bittner leaves to further her education. Bittner leaves behind a 133-83 record in just 9 seasons, making her the winningest coach in program history. New head coach Katie Marcella looks to continue the winning ways.
They're used to being successful. We lost that core group that was playing. 4 out of the 5 starters graduated. But, the goal is always to, realistically, I think that we can get into that playoff spot and slip into that 4th seed and make it to the playoffs. That's the goal.
I think that we're finally starting to get it. Once we all start playing together and really getting connected in that way, it'll be a lot easier. But we just have to get used to that, new motion, new offense, new coach, new girls, but it'll work.
The relationship between coach and team tops the list for most important when it comes to winning. And with Marcella, that relationship is off to a good start.
It's hard for a player to come to practice every day, in and out, especially basketball. It's such a long season. You are constantly in the weight room, you're constantly at practice, but she makes it fun. I mean, I look forward to coming. She jokes around. Running is fun. I don't know how, but it's a good time.
The girls have really embraced myself, which has made the transition pretty easy for me. So I think we're all excited. It's been a long learning curve. This weekend will be huge, having a scrimmage and playing against someone different other than ourselves to see what we've accomplished so far, but I'm really excited about it.
She inherits a team with 8 straight winning seasons and 4 straight seasons finishing 2nd in the Midwest Conference. They look to get over the hump this year, looking for their first NCAA tournament bid since 2012. I'm David Beidel, MCTV Sports. The Scots' first game of the year will be this Saturday at home against Wartburg College. That's a look at sports. Here are your scores for this week. That's it for MCTV this week. I'm David Beidel.
And I'm Allison Ramsey. Make sure to catch next week's show for another episode of MCTV.
And I'm Tori Philbin. You can also visit us on the web at monmouthcollege.edu/MCTV. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.